sheets, hand towels, bath towels, gym wear.
I don't care.
Or whatever wear. You can't skip laundry, but now you can skip adding detergent. Fill once and wash up to 20 loads. Another way we're shaping the future of care. Available in top-load and front-load washers.
Accurate Appliance, located at 143 State Street in downtown Medford.
This Christmas, rock their world with a gift from Wickersham Jewelry. They have the hottest styles in diamonds and gold. You can even surprise her with rare polar pink sapphires. Check out silver and diamond jewelry that is essential to every woman's wardrobe. Take advantage of interest-free financing programs. And don't forget the men in your life with stocking stuffers starting at only $59. And of course, more diamonds and gold for her stocking. Visit Wickersham Jewelry, Rothschild, Marshfield, and Rhinelander.
Straight ahead, lights off after the storm. We'll hear about power outages in central Wisconsin.
Plus, a record year for Wisconsin tourism. We'll see what drove the state's economy.
And high winds bring waves to Lake Superior and surfers. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jessica Jukic. While some people are thrilled with the recent snowfall, others are not.
Especially when it causes power outages. Around 8,000 WPS customers in central Wisconsin can't turn the lights on right now. Here's a map of the WPS outages. The hardest hit places are in the Wausau and Mosinee areas. Some We Energies customers in Florence are also without power. Xcel Energy reported more than 30,000 customers were without power in northwestern Wisconsin as of this morning. An Xcel spokesperson said their biggest outages are near Rice Lake and Hayward. Workers on the ground said outages could stretch into Friday. Wisconsin Public Service reported more than 9,000 customers without power in northern Wisconsin as of 10 a.m.
Jeff, the drive home last night was rough with all that snow coming down.
Yeah, near zero visibility last night, but things are improving out there now.
But are there more flurries on the way, as you said yesterday?
Yes, okay. Probably a 1 to 2 inch snowfall between tonight and Saturday morning, and then it's going to get really cold around here. Let's go outside now, and here's our friendly reminder that there is a layer of ice under the snow. After a widespread 6 to 10 inch snowfall last night, that ice is underneath there, so be careful getting around. It's not going to melt anytime soon, as we have really cold air on the way basically through the middle portions of next week. So we did this last night, basically a 6 to 10 inch snowfall, a couple reports near 11 inches in Price County and Lincoln County. But overall, this was a heavy, wet snow. We still have some power issues out there currently, but of course they are working on that. And we're not quite done. This is the upper level low kind of spinning right near Minneapolis right now. That's going to start moving toward us again. Now, don't panic, but that does mean a little bit more snow in our forecast tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. It'll be light stuff, fluffy stuff, easy to move around stuff, but still generally a 1 to 2 inch snowfall, maybe 3 inches are on the way before Saturday morning. Okay, so temperatures out there now are near 30, but don't get used to this because much colder air is on the way. Our forecast then tonight, though, is cloudy skies, a couple of light snow showers out there with low temperatures down near 22. Your full forecast coming up. Dan, Jessica.
A 10-year-old Wisconsin boy is being charged as an adult for fatally shooting his mother.
As Bruce Harrison reports, the boy made his first in-person court appearance Wednesday.
This was the first in-person hearing for the boy, and it's odd, if not troubling or jarring, to see grown men, deputies, walk a small child into a courtroom wearing a detention center issued T-shirt. But the fact is he's accused of a terrible crime, and he's been charged as an adult. The 10-year-old throughout most of the hearing sat quietly with his head down.
You understand we're in juvenile court, but this is an adult court proceeding.
Prosecutors have charged him with first-degree intentional homicide. Records indicate he shot his mother in the face after refusing to buy him a virtual reality headset.
The complaint alleges that the victim was shot at very close range in the head.
On Wednesday, the boy's attorneys asked the court to drop a second count of reckless homicide, calling it redundant. That will be decided next month. They've also asked bail be reduced to $100, the only money they say the boy has.
My team and I have spoken with him about his ability to post anything. He told us about piggy banks with savings that he had from gifts, from birthday gifts. and scavenging through cushions in the couch that he's been able to save up.
The judge did not reduce bail, keeping it at $50,000. If the boy is unable to post bail, he may remain in custody now and for the rest of his life if convicted of intentional homicide. Reporting in Wauwatosa, Bruce Harrison, TMJ4 News.
A grieving grandmother who lost her daughter and 7-year-old granddaughter is asking why no Amber Alert was issued after she reported them missing and in danger last week in Milwaukee.
Last Wednesday, Jackie Brister walked into Milwaukee's 4th District Police Station to report that her daughter and granddaughter were missing. Then, a few hours later, a witness ran into the little girl and woman, saw they were in crisis, and called 911. Even with the call, a physical description of the car, family members say that police still never put out an Amber Alert.
Do you feel one of the law enforcement agencies who touched this case should take responsibility?
Somebody should. Somebody should. Somebody should, because it shouldn't happen like this.
3 agencies were involved in the search, but none of them ever put out a public alert. Sadly, the next day, the mother and daughter were found when their car was pulled from Northridge Lake. This week, the county executive says he wants answers.
Do you think the ball was dropped in some capacity?
Well, I think that when you talk about, cause and in general, there was a death. And I think that when you think about death, something happened. And because we have 2 individuals that were pulled out of a pond, out of a lake. And so the fact that somebody died, we always say that the ball is dropped.
The Milwaukee County Sheriff is now reviewing protocols for multi-jurisdictional calls.
As opioid deaths are growing in Wisconsin, one university is doing what it can to combat overdoses. This fall, the UW system campuses installed naloxone boxes in dorms, recreation centers, and health offices. The boxes have free nasal spray naloxone, which is a life-saving medicine that rapidly reverses an opioid overdose. The University of Wisconsin-Madison and 5 other locations added the boxes. They hope that the new program will prevent opioid-related deaths. The boxes are provided by the nonprofit Wisconsin Voices for Recovery. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services reported more than 1,400 opioid-related deaths in 2021.
New data shows Wisconsin's outdoor recreation industry contributed a record-setting $8.7 billion to the state's economy in 2021. Wisconsin's outdoor economy grew by 14% that year, more than 3 times faster than the state's overall economy. The data shows outdoor recreation supported nearly 90,000 jobs in the state. Wisconsin was the #1 state for motorcycling and ATVing revenue and #2 nationally in bicycling. Boating and fishing also were main contributors to Wisconsin's record-setting year.
A $10 million gift from the Century Insurance Foundation will expand opportunities for the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point business students. The donation to the School of Business and Economics is the largest one-time gift in Century Insurance Foundation's history and the largest the university has ever received. In recognition of the business's support, the school will be renamed Century School of Business and Economics. This new initiative builds on the company's partnership in developing UW-Stevens Point data analytics program. The donation will help renovate the existing Collins Classroom Center to house the Century School of Business and Economics. Renovation work could begin in 2026, but this will be fast-tracked, the planning and design process that involves UW-Stevens Point, UW System, and state officials.
The Eagle River Area Chamber of Commerce has announced the itinerary for the annual snowmobile torch ride from Wausau to the Derby Complex. This year's ride will take place on January 19th and 20th and will cover about 200 miles. There will be nearly 24 stops along the way for torch passing and photo opportunities at various businesses and event sponsors. The Badger State Games torch will then be lit at the Winter Games Cauldron located in the center of the World Championship Derby track. The cauldron lighting will signal the 60th annual opening ceremony of the World Championship Snowmobile Derby in Eagle River. For more information, reach out to the Chamber. Public playgrounds are a great place for kids to just be kids.
But sometimes kids with disabilities are left out. We'll learn about an effort to make an accessible playground in Tomahawk. That's after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart. This December, play at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge during the 23 days of Christmas. Redeem 25 same-day points at one of our kiosks and pick a gift from the Mole Lake Christmas tree. Only at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now, choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles. Lock in your rate, and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9% financing for 60 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
Menards carries the tools you need to complete your projects. Known for innovative designs and affordable prices, Works cordless power tools are powered by 20-volt PowerShare batteries and can work with other Works tools. Pick up the perfect gift this Christmas with a new Works cordless drill kit for only $39.99. And check out other Works 20-volt tools. Save big money this holiday with innovation from Works at Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
These celebrities have strapped themselves into this giant wheel to help contestants tackle tough trivia.
Are you good with math? Oh, man.
We should be graded on personality.
The Wheel 2-week holiday event starts Monday on NBC.
When they asked me to bring back my New Year's Eve party, I said yes, but on one condition. I need the sexiest co-host around.
Me?
Of course.
Well, I'll try.
Join us in Miami, December 31st, live on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Celebrate and play at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge. Win cash during New Year's Eve drawings December 30th and 31st. Redeem 25 same-day points per entry. Entertainment each evening starting at 8 p.m. Only at the Mole Lake Casino and Lodge.
Well, it's pretty amazing that we get to live here. I know lots of you are tired from shoveling and snowblowing today, but you know, this is kind of part of the territory. It feels very festive out there now. After a healthy snow last night, look what we did. Anywhere between 6 and 10 inches across parts of the area, even a couple reports near 11, and we are not quite done yet, but the snow is changing. It's not the heavy wet stuff anymore. It's the light fluffy stuff that will linger into Saturday morning. Here's the radar now. There's some light flurries across parts of Oneida in Lincoln County currently, but this is an upper level low right across Minneapolis now. And look, it's going to start going this way, and these things do whatever they want. There's no steering currents on them. So as it does that, it's going to bring this precipitation back toward us, right? And that's going to give us that light snow. It's not going to be the big one, but generally a 1 to 3 inch snowfall between now and Saturday afternoon. Over several days, the light fluffy snow will continue across our neck of the woods. In fact, here it is now across parts of western Wisconsin. You see how it's going to start moving back in our direction. So if you have plans this weekend to go shopping or whatever, look for that light snow to be in the area into Saturday afternoon. Let's walk you through it. So here we are tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's tomorrow morning about 6:30 or so. Some light snow across the area. Throughout the afternoon, same story. Notice how it's kind of sitting and spinning over us, right? We'll keep things cloudy, but not windy at all tomorrow. It's going to fall straight down with little to no wind across our region. And then here we are on Saturday morning, still some light snow around, and that will definitely linger into Saturday night. It'll look something like this. So a widespread additional 1 to 3 inch snowfall is likely into Saturday morning. So this will not be in one step tonight or tomorrow night. It'll be over a couple of days. The light fluffy snow is on the way. All right, so here we are temperature-wise. Don't get too used to temperatures like this because really cold air is on the way. In fact, we're changing the narrative now between snow over to cold. Right now, temperatures are at 30 in Rhinelander, 29 for Antigo, 31 for Wapaka. So it's comfortable out there, slightly above average temperatures today with little to no wind. That is about to change, though, in a pretty big way. These upper-level lows, they love to tug down really cold air. And look what this one's going to do. The purples and the pinks, that's really cold stuff. And it's going to sit over us, pretty much getting in here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And once it gets here, it's not going to go away anytime soon. In fact, on paper, it looks something like this. 25 for tomorrow, 26 for Saturday, 19 for Sunday. So whatever is slushy out there is likely going to freeze with those temperatures like this. And by the way, low temperatures next week look like be near zero or below zero pretty much all week long. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is scattered light snow and flurries out there. An additional inch or so tonight with low temperatures down near 22 and a southeast breeze barely there at 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, it's Friday. Oh, we earned it. It's Friday, right? Scattered light snow showers out there pretty much off and on all day long. High temperatures near 25 with that southeast breeze again around 5 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows that snow, light snow and flurries likely tomorrow. Same story for Saturday, ending Saturday afternoon. We're quiet Sunday with a cold front's going to come through with a high of 19. And then look what happens. Maybe a little bit of light snow in the forecast Monday night, a high of 14, Tuesday 12, and those really cold temperatures stick around through the end of next week. Dan and Jessica.
Illegal crossings at the U.S.-Mexico border are near record highs right now, and Title 42, a public health order turning away many migrants, is ending in 5 days. The Department of Homeland Security has released an updated plan to deal with that change. It will send a lot of resources to the border, including the hiring of nearly 1,000 Border Patrol processing coordinators. The plan would also put in place consequences for unlawful entry. DHS also increased space at its border facilities for holding detained migrants and doubled the transportation capacity for processing and deporting.
The number of first-time claims for unemployment benefits are down. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, the figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 211,000 last week. That's a decrease of 20,000 from the previous week's total, which was revised to 231,000. That's the lowest level since September. Analysts were anticipating claims to be around 230,000. The total number of continuing claims was more than 1.6 million for the week ending December 3rd, slightly above the previous week's total. The 4-week moving average was more than 227,000 with a decrease of 3,000. The data also showed that Wisconsin had an unemployment rate of 3.3% in November, unchanged from the previous month. Playgrounds are a great place for kids just to be kids, but of course they don't last forever.
Well, it's time for an upgrade at a park in Tomahawk, and a group there is nearly halfway towards having enough funds to get started. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver joins us to tell us about their latest grant. Matt?
Well, that's right, Dan and Jessica. It's not every day that you hear the Packers and playground in the same sentence, but the money that the Green and Gold have donated to this local group is ensuring that there are no barriers to having fun.
I can't wait. All ages, all stages, all abilities.
Washington Square in Tomahawk is a popular place for young families, but many people feel it's time for an upgrade.
We have a lot of people leaving Tomahawk to go to all-inclusive playgrounds and to get these playgrounds that all kids can play together. And we noticed that we were taking our kids farther out, and we went, why don't we have something like that here?
Christy Lobermeyer of the Tomahawk Together group is one of the many moms ready for a new site.
They ask every day, when are we going to have a new awesome playground? They've seen the plans. They're like, we want this, we want this. When do we get to play on this awesome thing?
Generous donors, including a recent grant from the Green Bay Packer Foundation, is bringing the project closer to breaking ground.
We've had individuals donate what they can. We've had businesses in town donate what they can, and we are incredibly grateful for each and every single one.
The upgrades plan will ensure that no one is left out of having fun.
Those parents are going a long way so they don't have to try to get a wheelchair through a sand playground versus poured in place and having a level surface.
The project has raised almost $850,000 so far, and the site is expected to cost close to $2 million in total.
I am grateful that I was able to be raised in this amazing community, and I'm able to raise my kids in this amazing community because, again, the amount of support that has come in so far for this project is absolutely astounding.
As of now, the group hopes to start construction in 2023 and hopes to have a grand opening in 2024. If you'd like information on how to donate, you can visit our website at wjfw.com.
Thanks, Matt. When you think surfing, you probably think tropical paradise, but hanging 10 can also be done when it's 10 degrees.
We'll have that story, plus a look at one of the Northwoods' premier ski trail systems after the big snow. We'll be right back.
To everyone who loves great food,
let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
In the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Look.
It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at U.S. Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
It's a red carpet affair this New Year's Eve. At Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg, dress to impress. There will be party favors, complimentary food from the Mint, a free photo booth, and live music from Video Star. Plus, hot seat drawings, barrel drawings for $1,000 cash. Then at midnight, a grand prize drawing for a Ford Explorer and $2,000 cash. Plus, another cash giveaway at 1 a.m. Earn entries throughout December to win big on New Year's Eve.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
With all the snow that fell in the Northwoods last night, some people thought it would be a great day to get out and ski at Minocqua's Winter Park.
Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski went out to that popular winter destination today to see how they're dealing with the new snowfall. Kyle?
Well, Dan and Jessica, right now the park has been taking donations ahead of their opening day, which is this Saturday, with many people coming to take part in the snowy fun. Adrian Morabito, executive director for the park, says that right now a lot of work is taking place in preparation for more snowshoers and skiers.
But really it's also in preparation to get our ski trails. As soon as the snow hits that trail, if it has been mowed, we hope the snow will stick, and then we can get enough to groom and then provide ski trails for anybody to come out here.
Morabito says that the new snowfall poses a challenge for the groomers who started working beginning at 2 this morning.
If you look over here, you can see the roll marks to compact the snow, to make it a nice, compacted, skiing trail.
The park is home to 86 kilometers of trails, which they hope you will come to enjoy this winter. Reporting here in the studio, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Thanks, Kyle. As the temperatures drop here in the Northwoods, the last thing on your mind is probably jumping in a lake.
But for some brave Minnesotans in Duluth, the weather made the conditions just right. Jonah Kaplan has this story from the shores of Lake Superior.
At least they didn't need any sunblock. For these Minnesotans, though, this kind of weather, it brings out the brightest smile.
I don't know if I can put it into words. It's kind of tough. It's just fun.
Duluth schools closing on Wednesday meant a free hall pass to middle school teaching assistant Matthias Gordon, who saw the blizzard warning as more of an invitation to catch the waves. His wetsuit is only about a quarter-inch thick, but he knows what to do.
Funny weather like this, and waves come with it, so take it in stride, I guess.
Now I know what you're thinking, but you don't have to worry. This is fresh water. There aren't any sharks. Still, there are hazards in the water, like this. Ice. It's sharp, it's heavy, and sometimes you can't see it. The same swirling winds that make waves also blowing in these ice chunks from the Lester River. That was enough reason to give Java Jordan pause, but not a hard stop. This gives the best kind of goosebumps.
No, the waves, the wind, everything, all of it. I love it. It feels like home. Yeah, there's nothing like it.
And there's nowhere like Minnesota in winter. Jonah Kaplan, WCCO4 News.
Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
Surprise! It's a new Buick.
You got me a new Buick?
Oh, and there are more gifts inside.
You got me the head-up display.
Wow! It's a massaging seat.
Okay, what next? Alexa, turn on holiday lights.
This year, give the gift of technology in every Buick SUV.
It's the holidays. Get 3.99% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these Buick SUV models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin Buick dealer.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
At Chevy, the holidays mean going places and doing things you love to do with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Then make the most of your time with the people who matter most. Find new moments, find new roads. Find your red tag and get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Welcome to the one and only Lakeland Furniture in Minocqua. Same great location, plus added lines of furniture and an all-new mattress section. Lakeland Furniture and Mattress, Highway 51 South, Minocqua.
Merry Christmas from Trinity Lutheran Church and School and Child Care Center here in Merrill, Wisconsin, and a very happy new year. Happy birthday, Jesus!
You know, I sometimes feel bad for the kids nowadays because their snow days aren't really snow days, but, you know, all of us had snow days as a kid.
Learning days. Too.
Right.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do during your snow days as a kid?
I loved building snowmen and having snowball fights.
There's something about going for a walk in the woods when it's all quiet and the trees are full of snow. That's what kind of thing.
I have to say sledding. I love sledding. Yeah. All of my brothers and I would get on this big toboggan and we'd just kind of go down. Good times.
All good things on snow days.
Did your feet as brakes?
You know, I was a little kid at the time, so I was just kind of like closing my eyes.
You were in the middle, scared.
No scars or anything from running into trees?
No scars from that.
All right. Well, let's go outside and check on our radar. There's a little bit more light snow in the forecast. A 1 to 3 inch snowfall between now and Saturday. So through tonight, through tomorrow, into Saturday. This is the light, fluffy stuff, though. It's not hard to move this stuff around as the upper level low kind of moves across Wisconsin the next couple of days. Again, it will not be a big snow, but persistent light snow showers out there into Saturday afternoon. And then it just gets really cold. Really cold. Like really, really cold.
We can deal with that. Thank you, Jeff. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 6.